and welcome to the Handy Women YouTube channel. I'm your host, Geraldine Anello, and I'm very excited today because I have special guest, Sandra Mayernik with me. Hey, Sandra.
Hello, how are you?
I am so good, and I am super excited to talk to you today because I just learned that we were both born in France somehow.
Yep, that is correct. My dad was was in the military and was stationed in France when I was born. My sister and I were both born there. I was only about 18 months old when we left, so I don't remember anything, but I have lots of pictures. And hubby took me back there for my 40th birthday to try and find the house that I was born in. We didn't find it, but another trip sometime.
So there you go. Handy Women goes international. Woo! Today we're going to talk about a project walkthrough. We're going to be looking at a project Sandra has been doing with her walls. But I want to know, Sandra, you said you just moved into this house you're in a couple weeks ago. What made you decide to do this wall project amongst one of the first projects you did for it?
So I have wanted shiplap walls for a long time, and I do mean a long time. And when we designed this house and had it built, it's actually manufactured home. We had a lot of delays, a lot of issues, still having a few issues. But I wanted a shiplap wall, and we wanted to get that done before we moved in. So that was my first project, was putting in faux shiplap walls.
Let's go see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shiplap itself is kind of expensive. So I was looking for a cheap, easy alternative to faux shiplap walls. And let me see if I can turn this around and you guys can see it.
So excited. This is going to be so fun. It's hard to believe it's only been 2 weeks you moved in and you already have some projects completed.
We do have some projects completed. So let me see. There we go. Can
Look
you guys
at that.
see that?
I so can see that.
So there, we actually did it along all of the kitchen walls.
It looks so sleek in such a fun country way.
It is. And that's what we wanted to do, was sort of, I want to show you one other wall that we did. And we actually did the faux shiplap wall in dark blue. And I hope
that's
that
a
color...
completely different feel to it. This is very like luxury, but still relaxed vibe. I feel like could be on the beach relaxing or in the countryside. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I was going to say probably one of my favorite walls. And the reason why we decided to go with the dark blue on this wall is because of that ginormous TV there. I didn't want it against the white wall and make it stand out quite so much.
That's such a great point. I would have never thought about that, but that makes perfect sense. Yeah, have black on dark.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
What a great choice.
Yeah. So, so I'm going to come back over here. So the way we did this wall is, I don't know if you all are familiar with Luan, or it's also called hardboard.
Well, I'm the only one here right now, and I am not, so please tell me about it.
Okay. So it comes in these huge sheets, and this is just a little section, and it's really thin. But it comes in these huge 4x8 sheets.
Wait, but so the one you're holding is brown. So it comes in brown?
It comes in brown, yes. Ah. So it's got a smooth side and then a textured side. And it comes in a 4x8 sheet. So we just ripped it into 6-inch wide strips on our table saw. And then just used our pin nailer to attach it to the wall. And super easy, super fast. I think.
So what is this pin nailer? What is that?
Let me go get it, and I will show you.
Ooh, we're getting the tour of this new house. We're getting a project
tour of the new house.
We're getting a tool instruction.
So this is a pin nailer.
Love it.
It's an air tool. Super easy to use. It can be a little intimidating at first.
Why is that? What makes it intimidating?
Because it makes a loud noise, and it's a power tool. And I know a lot of ladies are a little intimidated by power tools, but once you've used this, it is so much fun. And you can use it for so many things.
What's the most fun part about it? Is it hearing it be so loud, or is it the actual like trigger? What is it?
Well, it's the trigger, it's the noise, it's the fact that you can I love power tools. I'm a big fan of power tools. And, oops, sorry, just trying to get to where I can sit down and talk with you. It's just so handy. We used it for putting up the shiplap. I used it for putting in the baseboards. I've used it for trimming out things. It's just
So
a really
many
handy
things.
tool. Yeah,
So
very
about
much
that,
so.
so about the shiplap wall, how long does it take? And can you do it in one sitting, quote unquote?
So you could, I was gonna say, we actually had to, those 4x8 sheets, we had to rip 9 of those. So that took us an hour or so.
So those were the sheets that were on the wall first.
No, so we took the sheets, we bought the sheets at the big box store, brought them home, cut them into the 6-inch wide strips.
Wait, you can't buy them already pre-cut?
Well, you can buy shiplap, but you can't buy Luan pre-cut. Some of the big box stores will cut it for you, but because we had 9 sheets to cut, rather than standing there at the store waiting for them to do it, we just brought it home and cut it here.
What did you cut it with? A seesaw?
A table saw.
Table saw. Ooh, fancy.
A table saw, yeah. So we cut it into 6-inch wide strips. You can cut it in any width strips you want, but I particularly wanted 6-inch wide strips, just because I like the aesthetics of it. And then we pin nailed it to the wall, put a nickel between each slat.
Like an actual nickel? Like the money?
Like an actual nickel.
Like the dollar. Yeah. Okay.
Like a nickel, a coin, a nickel, yeah. Put that between each one so that there's a little visible seam between each board.
Wow.
And pin nailed that to the wall and then painted it. And
wait, so where did the nickel go? You said in between but how do you not see the nickel then?
So you have the 2 pieces of the shiplap, and then you put the nickel in this way, so it's just the height of the nickel laying on its side, and then when you're done pin nailing it all up there, you take the nickel out.
Oh, I see. For some reason, I just pictured
like
your wall with lots of nickels underneath all the... What you're saying makes so much more sense than what I thought.
Yeah, no, it's just used like a tile spacer. It's just used for a spacer on the wall.
Who knew a nickel would be such a helpful tool for a handy woman?
Right. And we also did faux shiplap, sort of our test run in my she shed, and we used a penny for that one. But yeah, it took us maybe a day and a half to do both walls.
I think I stopped listening when I think I stopped listening when I heard the word she shed, and I want to hear more about that. But we're gonna make it another project walkthrough, so we can stick to this one for today. But this is great. I mean, your walls look incredible. Do you have any final thoughts to share about how you made that and how other people can do it?
Well, so the shiplap is great, not just aesthetically, but if you've got damaged walls, rather than trying to redo the sheetrock or resurface the walls or whatnot, it's a really quick, easy way to cover damaged walls.
How do you make it level though if it's damaged and it has different depth?
It is remarkably forgiving when it comes to that. Yeah, as to say, because the board is flexible, you can kind of cover some of the the damaged wall. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's really an easy, quick, fast way to cover walls. Like I said, it took us a weekend at most.
And it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us, Sandra, and merci. Au revoir.
Merci.
Bye, Sandra.
All righty, take care. Bye-bye.